Chariot, the Empress, Four of Swords. All right. You know what? This is one of those readings. We're going to start with the guardian angel messages, okay? Then we'll go in with the tarot, with the regular tarot. So we are headed straight into High Court. All right. Usually when my readings are like this, I don't have very much views, okay? Now, I'm not someone that gets a lot of views. But typically when I start with the guardian angel, because I'm starting in High Court, I feel as though maybe that's what it's about. Either people they spiritually avoid it, right? They're already afraid of whatever the outcome may be, or it's almost a restricted area, okay? Today, for some reason, the season that I'm in right now, it feels much more open. It feels much more as though there are going to be, okay, eyes on the situation, for a lack of better terms, all right? Because I don't know why. You know, I don't know. I don't always have every answer, but I simply follow through with my guidance, right? And so, yeah, let's go in with this first. We're not even going to do the 5 most potent signs for this portion of the reading. We're just going to tap in with this. And then when we go in with the tarot, look, I'm even explaining. When we go in with the tarot, I'm saying it out loud so that I know what I'm about to do as well. When we go in with the tarot, is when we'll tap in with the 5 most potent signs. But for now, let's see what the guardian angel messages have, okay, for the collective. All right, let's just see what comes out. Okay. The first thing I'm hearing is something is a big deal. Okay. Something is a big deal. We have the 4 of water. This is giving me the energy of someone did not move at the appointed time because they were distracted. Okay. Someone, this energy, I'm not sure if they're very disciplined, or we have the strength. They're trying to preserve their energy. This is someone, they're trying to preserve their energy. This could be someone, they could be celibate. If this is a feminine, right, she sees herself as celibate. She sees herself as abstinent, one or the other. However it, right? However it resonates with her energy. If this is a masculine, this masculine, he could be in retention. He could be doing sperm retention, Okay, so this could be a masculine. He's not ejaculating. He's not having sex. He's not even ejaculating. He's not, you get what I'm saying. Okay? Okay. We have the 8 of Water. They're doing this for some sort of spiritual come up, okay? So this is even the energy of someone could be fasting, or right, they're fasting off of sex, they're fasting off of certain foods, or maybe food on the whole. I don't know if this is someone who's only drinking water. I don't know. This could be someone fasting off of technology, okay? Maybe as much as possible, because technology has become a necessary part of our daily lives, especially depending on the type of environment and work that you do. But again, this is the energy of a fast. We have the 8 of Earth. Someone's trying to connect to the divine. This is intentional. Someone's doing this, okay? Someone's within restricted energy because they are fasting, but they're fasting because they're trying to, again, they're trying to find something out. I feel as though this person, they believe, it's a belief that they have. They believe that if they focus on this and if they tap in with this energy and if they're disciplined with, okay, this method that they are within, that it'll unlock, okay, a new level for them. They're trying to see more, do more, understand more. This could be someone, they've had certain visions, right? And they're trying to improve upon it. They're trying to make it grander, bigger, okay? Give me a sec, y'all. Come right back. Whoops. Okay. All right. Said I was coming right back. So, dare I say, okay, you know what it's just simply reading as? In simplest terms, this is reading as someone is going through a spiritual awakening in their reality, okay? They're going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe they're starting to realize certain gifts that they have. They're interested, they're curious, they're trying to see what it's about. They're trying to see how they can improve upon themselves, right? And again, with the retention, with the celibacy, we have the Empress. Someone could see their sex as their power, okay? And they're very selective. They're extremely selective, right? And even if who they choose isn't in someone else's eyes the best choice, or you get what I'm saying, they're selective with themselves. They're choosy with themselves. They're not choosing based off of another person's perspective or thought or opinion. They're choosing based off of their own energy and their own perception, right? So, I don't know. What is this about? You know what I'm hearing? Someone doesn't want to sleep with you. Okay? Someone does not want to sleep with you. So either this is you and you don't want to sleep with someone, they're trying to come on to you, they're trying to get you in their bed, whatever, or wherever they're trying to get you, right? They're trying to sleep with you, they're trying to have sex. You don't want to have sex with this person, or they see it's not even coming in as that. So I'm not gonna say it just to say it. It's you. It's you. Okay, so if that resonates with you, there is someone that's trying to come on to you. There's someone that's trying to, um, okay, undress you. And you're just like, not happening. And I feel as though this goes beyond it just being about the fact that you're in retention. This is more so you don't want to sleep with this person. Even if you slept with them before, or if this is someone new, there's something about it. There's something about the energy, okay, that always causes a certain level of spiritual irritation in your life. And it's almost a cautionary signal to what would be manifested into your life if you were to sleep with that person. You get what I'm saying? If someone's coming towards you and you feel right, if you feel perfectly fine, and then someone comes towards you, you're talking, you're having a good time, and then they switch on that whole, sexual innuendos, this, that, and the next. When you start to feel that irritation, baby, right before this person even touches you, that manifests physically. It's a caution. It's your body responding to the energy from that person. We have the 5 of fire. This is someone they feel, I don't know why they want to try so hard with you. Okay. They feel discouraged. All right. They feel discouraged. They're very attracted to you. This could also be a very attractive person, and maybe that's what the discouragement is about. They're more so not discouraged because you're an attractive person. They're discouraged because they are an attractive person and they are not used to no. They're not used to no. They're not used to people seeing them and not wanting them, sincerely not wanting them, sincerely not seeing them in a sexual light, right? So for them, it's a thing. When it could simply just be a level of, oh, okay, you know what, that's fine. No, it's a blow to their ego or something. I don't know if this is someone who's egotistical. Okay. And maybe that's their goal. Maybe this could be someone whose their goal is to sleep around. That is what their goal is. And so for them, when they can get another notch on, their bad head, they feel as though that's a win. That is a win for them. Okay. So for you to turn down their advances or turn a blind eye to their advances, that's why they're in this 5 of fire energy. Because that's a loss to them. It's not as simple as, okay, I'll just go on to the next one. No. Before they head on to the next one, they need to make sure that they won over the last one. Okay? You following? They expect everyone to be attracted to them because they're attractive. They expect everyone to want them because they're attractive. Physically, right? This could be visually. The energy that they have, again, I said, when they start up the energy towards you and you feel that aversion, right? Or an irritation or a cringe or whatever. See, you feel turned off when they start that, and that part of it is not visual, right? That's empathic, that's feeling, that's spiritual, that's emotional, right? That's the step before you can even get to the physical. And that's why the physical does not manifest. You keep not seeing it happen in your life because the person is actually having an aversion towards you within that energy. So you could look really good, right? And have an energy that still repels another person. Maybe it's not really about you, and it's more so about them, right? As to why they're not attracted to that part of you. Okay? Someone isn't very good with rejection, or they take it as that. Okay, I guess that makes sense, right? I was going to say they take no as rejection, right? But at the same time, you're saying no to that. You're not saying no to them. But again, if that's what their goal is, if that's what it is for them to get a notch on their bad head type of thing, then yeah, it is rejection. So this person, the world. Eight of fire. This is a connection. Yeah, it fizzled out. It fizzled out because the attention that they were seeking and craving and possibly needing for the type of person that they are was not in alignment with whoever you are. And so that was just premature. Mm. All right. So we're going to tap in from this portion of the deck and see what comes out. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry I'm keep having to get up, but my man is here, baby. He sure is. I switched the deck. Anyway. What else? Yes, I am. We have balance, which is the temperance. And we have 7 of... I'm back. I'm back. Sorry. Someone could be learning to choose their battles wisely, okay? So that means that someone is learning better energies of conflict resolution, right? Not always barking at every moving car, right? I give dog references. Seems to be relatable. We have the wheel. Things are turning in your favor. You could be in the high spectrum of the karmic wheel when it comes to, okay, receiving at this time. We have the 2 of air. You had a decision to make, okay? You had to go one way or the other. Maybe for some time you tried to split something down the middle, okay? And it tore you apart, right? It tore you apart. So being placed back in a space, in a situation where you now get to really choose what's best for you and making it the best for you, right? That's where you're at. That's what you're doing. And that's what you're being supported in at this time. You're receiving support because you're choosing what's best for you. So the best is being reciprocated back to you. Right? That's the cycle that you've created. We have the Knight of Earth. You could have been holding on to something for a long time, okay? You were afraid to release. You were afraid to let it go. You were. You felt as though maybe something wouldn't survive without you. So, okay, this is almost the energy because look at the way she's holding that pentacle. This is as though a mother and being away from their child for the first time, or maybe they're gone off to school. You get what I'm saying? They're growing up and certain things that they used to do, they're not doing anymore because they are learning, they're maturing, they're moving out of that baby stage, right? And becoming more conscious and aware. And so they're choosing things differently. Okay, it's that feeling of it's happening so fast, right? Or where's my baby? You get what I'm saying? But they're right there, but they're evolving, right? You don't want to stunt their growth. And I think that's the space where you're at, okay? You're allowing yourself to see the growth in yourself and the growth in your family, the growth in the things that you love. Sometimes when you hold on to something too tightly, you cause it to not, you restrict it. You restrict it and you suffocate it and you can kill it, right? If you see a really cute puppy dog and you want to just squeeze it. You know how little kids want to do that? They want to squeeze literally the life out of something because I love it so much. It's so cute. It's so fluffy, right? Isn't that from a movie? It's fluffy. That's what this is. And you got to be able to know how to love, how to release, and understand that love is within all of those processes, not just the suffocation. The release to allow someone to stay alive, bitch. That's love. That's a part of love. Get a fucking clue. Buy a vowel. Ace of. I'm gonna cry. Oh. Whoa. Someone really does love you. And that's just what it is. And people don't have to accept that. People don't have to believe it. They don't gotta understand it, bitch. Even the person that you may feel that way towards, they don't have to understand what love is. They don't have to fully accept it, but you can still love them correctly. You can still do that, regardless of who and what the fuck understands. Leave them where they at and continue to evolve in love, in knowledge, in God, in higher spirit, and let it show through your vessel. May they fall weak within the energies that they choose. You stand tall. Because you know what love is. Because you've done the work. Don't get me to preaching, baby. She's still in here. Nothing but fools. Please don't buck up at me, darling. Don't buck up at me. Ten of fire. Somebody tired. And they need to go sit down. Go have some water. Matter of fact, somebody needs to drink something with electrolytes. Go get you a Gatorade. This says ego. This is the devil. Someone's dependent. And have the nerve to think that they can lead. We'll get you a Gatorade. All right, so that's the guardian angel messages. Woo! Hey, we ain't even tapping with the tarot yet, y'all. I mean, I guess that was tarot, but that was high court. We didn't pull any signs at the beginning. You know, I always pull the 5 most potent energies. We didn't do that for that portion of the reading. Okay, that was a message of, if this resonates with you, this resonates with you. All signs, right? That said renewal. I think this is the judgment. Yeah, the trumpet being blown. Okay. It said reflection, self-evaluation, rebirth, renewal. All right. That says balance, which is the temperance, compromise, self-control, moderation. This is the Ace of Water. It says, which is the Ace of Cups. Emotions, relationships, and intuition. So you're in a really good, balanced, fair, and just energy. The Emperor. Organization, leadership, structure. You could have gotten your wings, okay? You could have gone through an initiation, and that is what truly, wow, 11:11 when I said that, that is what has caused certain changes in your reality at this time. And so you could have been called to your post in spaces where you really tried to fight against it. But again, as a spiritual warrior, as a missionary of God and a spiritual assassin, baby, you be on call, you be on duty for God. All right. Let me get me something to drink. I'll be right back. Go tap in. Wow. Wheel of Fortune. This may be a good reading, okay? This may be a good reading. This might be what your punk asses needed. Baby. Had to put a pillow under this ass, baby. Woo! Hold on, I'm not comfortable. I can see that y'all are saying a lot. Five most potent signs. Cancer, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, water. And air. I said water even with Aquarius because of the water bearer energy. But that's air. Libra, also air. Libra again. Okay, so a lot of air and a lot of water. Someone could be at the beach, someone could be out to sea. Sagittarius, fire. So how much is that? Sagittarius, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius. Okay. This could be really fast energy. The combination of the signs, it's giving me fast energy. It's giving me high speeds, high wind, okay? So it could be an engine that's, has a lot of horsepower. It's moving very quickly, all right? This could be a motorcycle, all right? A dirt bike or, right, an engine. Something that moves at high speeds and it's powered by an engine, okay? What about that? What's happening? What was at the bottom? I don't know what was at the bottom. Seven of Pentacles was at the bottom. Let's begin. Like, what's good? Some sort of machinery, right? Obviously. It's a vessel. Ace of Swords. What about it? It's carrying passengers. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to give this reading. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I said something about horsepower, okay? A horse-powered engine. All right. Okay, Six of Wands. I didn't know what was happening. Six of Wands. Someone could be, I don't know if you're an engineer, okay? Is this the mind of an engineer? This could be a spiritual engineer, a spiritual mechanic, okay? And a very good one. All right, you are an expert at what you do. All right, you could be working on receiving an even higher level of, okay, knowledge in order to, right, an even higher level of certification, okay? That could be personal to you, so I don't even have to really tap in with what that is, but you take your works very seriously, right? You have lived by a code ever since you walked in agreement with your destined path for your life, okay? So you have actually been the creator of, okay, some sort of very powerful machine, okay? Because there was all sorts of things, um, but it was successful, okay? So with that said, let's just put that like right there, okay? And can we come down a bit? Baby, is it the music? Let's pause that. Let's pause the music, right? For a minute. Whew. Okay. Hmm. Let's put on the fan, baby. Let's come down. All right. What's happening for the collective? This is a certification. Oh my gosh. This is a plaque. You know how when you go to school and then you receive your doctorate degree and things like that, right? You receive your degrees in whatever it is that you go to school for. And then when you actually have your firm and then you put your certification up on the wall. You get what I'm saying? That's what that is. So someone could have received a certification, their degree, a plaque, things like that. Okay, some sort of award, and all right. Okay. We got Page of Wands. We're tapping in with what the collective energy is about. So we have Page of Wands. We have the Devil. Someone could be trying to play a trick on you. We have Three of Pentacles. Someone has been throwing a lot of stones, okay? Literally, this person has been picking up stones and then they take a stick, a bat, okay? This could be a bat, a baseball bat. This Three of Pentacles, these are the stones, okay? Or the balls. This Devil, this is their trickery. This is their energy of what they're up to. This is someone, they have been batting out just balls lit on fire. Okay, so imagine balls lit on fire. And someone is just batting them. Bat, bat, bat. They're not necessarily hiding their hand, but they're definitely, it's a shit storm, okay? Or bags of shit lit on fire. This person is throwing bags of shit lit on fire, okay? Because maybe this person got caught up for something. Two of Wands with the Judgment, with the Eight of Wands, with the Four of Swords. This person got in trouble. This is someone, they could have been a part of a group. They got in trouble and they went down. Okay, they went down, they did. And because of that, others who were maybe a part of the hoopla, a part of whatever it was that they may have gone down for, they didn't go down, right? They kind of saved themselves or saved each other, and they allowed one person to take the fall. And that person who took the fall said, that person said, bitch, if I'm going down, you're all going down. That's what they said. They said it and they meant it. And they started throwing stones. They started throwing bags of shit lit on fire. They started batting balls lit on fire. They were trying to burn the bitch down. They were like, there's no way. There's no way. that you're gonna sit up high on that pedestal. Okay? Right? They said there's no way, baby, there's no way you're gonna sit high on that pedestal, unscathed, unbothered, unfuckwittable, right? And I'm not going down when y'all was a part of this. So they started telling on everybody. I mean, they leaked information to every network they could. My God, they called up Oprah. They called up Ellen. They called up Wendy Williams. God damn it. They called up Montel Williams, baby. And he ain't even on air. Is he? They called Jerry. They called Steve. God damn it. They called Billy Blue. They said, bitch, I got something for your asses. That's what they said. That's what they said. They said it and they meant it. And when I say they ripped everybody a new one, they spilled all the beans, baby. They made a platter of shit. Just different varieties, different shades of shit, different textures, darling. Some with corn, some without. Some with salt, some without. Some is soft, some was hard, some was gritty, some was a bit constipated, but darling, it had to come out, so it was bloody. A poo-poo platter, darling. Y'all scapegoat the fuck out of this person. Y'all use the fuck out of this person too. You know why? Because every time something comes up, this person gets thrown under the fucking bus. I mean, you rip their knees a new one! Dragging them under that bus, baby. Knowing that the energies that this person say and then do is exactly how y'all be feeling too. Towards whoever and whatever they be talking about. Y'all be feeling it too. So it's easy to scapegoat them because they're the ones just destroying themselves. So you're like, you know what? We're going to help you. We're going to destroy you too. You're killing yourself. We might as well kill you too, baby. You was doing it anyway. This is that. They was going to sacrifice the fuck out of you and celebrate. Meanwhile, they are just like you. That's why they was trying to take all your asses down, because they know you're all alike. Oh, that's where we at in the book? What book is this? Revelation, baby? Is this Exodus? Where my boy Enoch? Where my boy Enoch? Enoch, baby. Come through for the girl. I'm gonna cry. I don't know why I keep wanting to cry. Where my motherfucking boy Enoch at, baby? Enoch is a G. Enoch is a spiritual gangster. Okay? That's my fucking nigga. I ain't worry. Oof, I ain't worry about none of y'all. Enoch is my nigga. The fuck? I ain't even playing with y'all. I'm not even kidding. Enoch is baby daddy. Enoch is my baby daddy. That's my baby daddy. Who that is? 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 Enoch, my baby daddy. Woo! If I could go back in time, baby. All right, Knight of Swords is what I had to go pick up. Okay? Knight of Swords is what I had to go pick up. Someone could be picking up information. Okay? Someone could be receiving intel. Two of Wands. The Hermit. Okay, this could be some sort of confidential information. We have the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. I'm just making sure I'm fixed. I almost want to put on some lip gloss. I've been talking for a long time. And I need to calm down. I feel hype. Okay? But yeah, so someone's about to receive some sort of information. Could be confidential information. So, I don't know. Okay. 3 of Wands. What? This could just be alerting you to that as a future reference, okay? I don't think we're about to tap in with it, all right? We got the Tower. There's been some sort of removal, okay? We have strength. Something could have increased in strength. What's the Tower? I said there's been some sort of removal. 5 of Swords. Maybe that was past, that was infestation. You could have gotten a past removal. Okay, Temperance. This is like spray. Something could have been sprayed. Something could have been sanitized. Or this is a vaccination. 9 of Wands. This could be something about a vaccination. We have the Justice. Someone created a cure. Someone discovered a cure. Someone's. Because it had to be formulated with great minds. All right? Knight of Wands at the bottom. There's been a cure created. Okay? This is a vaccine. We have 5 of Pentacles. There's some sort of sickness. We have the Empress. We have the Chariot. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Fool. Six of Pentacles. It's not free. Okay? You will pay. 2 of Cups. This is some sort of payment plan. So someone could be on a payment plan for medication. 6 of Cups. This could have been something hereditary. Okay. We have the Star. This is the cure. The cure has been created. So someone's receiving medical assistance. Someone is on a funding, a payment plan. Okay. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. Someone could be giving up bad habits. And I'm only calling it bad because maybe they were doing something excessively. We have the Empress sideways, and so it was lowering their rank. They could be an emperor, but it was lowering their rank. We have Nine of Swords. We have Four of Cups. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Someone's concerned. They're concerned about why maybe something ended. Okay, Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Lovers. Knight of Wands. Someone could have gone through a breakup. There was infidelity involved within it. Five of Cups after that. What's this? We have the King of Cups was face down. Okay, someone could have been passed out. Someone was passed out. Maybe they were so drunk that they passed out. Maybe this is someone they drank so excessively that they made really poor choices. Okay, they would sleep around. They'd be a hoe. They'd be a hoe. I'm trying to get my life together. Leave these hoes alone. That's how they feel. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if that means that that's what they're gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna clean up their life. Or if their habits are just too sweet. Right? Their habits that they're trying to get rid of, they might be sweet like candy. We have the Lovers sideways. You see what I'm saying? They got sneaky links. This person has sneaky links. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. And what doesn't matter? What doesn't matter is it does not matter how good you will be to this person, okay? It don't matter. It doesn't matter how good you look versus another person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much smarter you are than another person. It doesn't matter. Okay, you understand with this person? It does not matter. It doesn't matter your caliber of energy when it comes to this Emperor sideways. It does not matter. Period. Period. Everybody get that through their head. Every one of you. Every personality that you split into, bitch. Get it through all of those bitches' head. Your mama, your grandmama, your baby, your ancestors from well back when to right motherfucking now. It doesn't matter what caliber of woman you are. This Emperor is gonna fuck on you every time. Every time. That's the one thing he will guarantee for you, that he will fuck on you. And then he will be sorry. And it It don't matter the type of bird it is. It could be, hey, can you eat it? Yeah. Well, is it healthy? Well, yeah. Hey, my hands are up. My hands are up and off of this Empress sideways. Okay? My hands are up and off of this. Know that. Okay? So, hey. And the fact that there's sneaky links, that means that if it's a sneaky link, there's a main that's already being sneaked on. So you can't be nothing other than a sneaky link. There are already sneaky links there. So if this ain't your nigga, then you a sneaky link. Period. You don't gotta think about it. You don't gotta worry about it. You don't gotta go to sleep wondering, like, is today the... No, bitch. Today is still the day that you are a sneaky link for this motherfucker. Every day. Every day. Every day. Okay? You won't miss a day being a sneaky link to this motherfucker, because whoever the invisible bitch is, she's somewhere and she's there. Because everyone else is sideways, including him. See the Empress? He got a whole ass Empress in the upright, hiding her at the bottom of the fucking deck. He's not an emperor. He is by title. He's not within energy. These are facts. Not within energy. Not within actions. Not within mind. But by title. So this is someone hereditary. They simply were born into a class. You ain't nothing but a dog player. I get it. Frog player. I get it. I understand. I understand. You ain't the man. You ain't the man. You a hound dog. Hound dog. Hound dog. You ain't nothing but a... Oh, wow. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. This is the Heartbreak Hotel. This is the Heartbreak Hotel. This is the Heartbreak. It sure is, baby. It sure is. Rock 'em up. Let's play again. Five of Cups. Whose side? Oh. Whose side? Five of Cups. Fell on top of the Five of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is bankrupt, poor, broke. Okay. They want an emotional connection because they want help. Seven of Swords. This is just manipulation. This could be a love bomber. Right? Page of Cups. Empty promises, empty words. Shadiness. They keep distance in order to hide certain things, but yet they want help. I understand, I understand. You were hound dog. Hound dog. Hound dog. You ain't nothing but a... Go ahead, do what I do. Two of Pentacles. Ever feel like you got clones? Ever feel like that? Ever feel like you see a clone? What's the Two of Pentacles? What's the Two of Pentacles? The King of Swords. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. About what? This is someone, they lack direction. They lack judgment. Okay. Eight of Swords. Person's very stiff. This person could need an adjustment. Okay. They could need to see a chiropractor. 10 of Wands. Something about their bones. They're stiff. Okay. Three of Cups. Four of Pentacles. They don't really enjoy themselves. They don't really do things to enjoy life, okay? This is someone, they don't treat themselves a lot. They don't treat themselves to treats, okay? Taking themselves out on dates or getting themselves something material just because they wanted, okay? Or, you know, getting a meal that's more expensive than they would normally go for, things like that. They're not treating themselves, okay? Eight of Pentacles. They're concerned about money. They work, save, work, save, work, save. This Three of Cups, I don't know if this is someone that they're connected to in their life. This person that they're connected to in their life, they go out and enjoy themselves, maybe even off of this person's funding, okay? But they themselves don't. So this could be someone, if they're in a relationship, they actually fund their relationship, right? They take care of themselves and they take care of their partner. Their partner goes out and has fun with the money that they make, but they don't even go out and have fun with the money that they make. They're like, no, you go, I'll stay at home. Okay. A creature of comfort, I guess. But at the same time, very tight with their money, because it's a money thing. And the money is there. The money is there in order for them to enjoy their lives more. But they see it as, this is almost someone seeing everything that they make as another coin towards their rainy day fund. And their rainy day fund being the money that they barely ever touch. So they barely ever touch any of their money because everything is for a rainy day. What's the rainy day? You know, I don't know. Maybe something happened. This could be a trigger response. Something may have happened. This Eight of Swords, this 10 of Wands with this Two of Pentacles. Ever since then, ever since whatever happened in their life, and maybe they were in a predicament where they couldn't do, as much for themselves as they wanted or needed to at that time, right? And so it became a trauma for them. And ever since then, they make sure that they always have something for an emergency because that scarred them, okay? But at the same time, now that time is going on, this could be a mindset that they have had for years. And maybe that level of trauma or emergency has never occurred in their life ever since then. However, because they didn't expect it at that time, they now live with a mindset of anything could happen any day, every day. So I'm going to be not only prepared, but I'm going to overcompensate for my preparedness by everything being towards this particular day. If it ever happens again, I will have more than enough. So until that day, I will live in an energy of restriction because I'm going to be good when that day when doomsday comes. This is someone, right? They will spend their money building a bunker underground, right? And putting supplies in there before they went out and did something with, socially. So maybe that's where their money is going to. Their money, that's the thing. They don't even realize that, wow, Ace of Pentacles, as I am giving this entire message on money. This person is actually spending their money. They are investing their money, are using their money, right? They're waiting on this rainy day when the emergency pops up so that they have, X, Y, and Z to spend. They're already spending their money creating a bunker. But for them, that's where the value, they think that that's the best place to spend it. You know what? That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. That's that person's lifestyle. That's that person's hobby. And it makes them feel at peace. And there's nothing wrong with what I'm saying. Okay? This person is creating an artillery for themselves for when doomsday comes, because that's what they believe in, because they have gone through an experience in their life, okay, where maybe they were caught with their pants down, baby, but now their pants are going to be so fucking high, they're going to have a wedgie, okay, with how prepared they are when that emergency day comes. Get what I'm saying? So for whatever that was, wow. And we have the Sun after the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Wands. This person has invested in their protection because of whatever happened in their life in the past. And that, as a matter of fact, has been the smartest way to date that they have spent their coin. You see what I'm saying? This is smart, motherfucker. 2 for you, Glen Coco. And that was 3 kisses. You go, Glen. This is Glen Coco. Wow, that's amazing. If that resonated with you, that's amazing. That's how you want to spend your money, then that's how you spend your money. The fuck? What am I supposed to sit up here and do? Oh, you're building a bunker with your money? You could be doing this with your money. It's your fucking money. I'm just reading on what you doing with it, baby. You fine? Build your bunker. That's the type of person, they will have drawers, okay, of weaponry. Kinds, different shapes, fun, different devices. That makes them happy. That makes them feel fulfilled and self-satisfied, and it makes them feel safe. And it creates an energy of safety as well. It reinforces that in this person's life, right? This person is fully prepared. This is the type of person, they walk around and they have thoughts in their mind of, I wonder if people know, like, can people tell I carry a gun? it's that. This is that type of person. And then they laugh about it to themselves and continue on their way. Can you tell I be toting? That's them. Let's see what else. What's on my screen? Oh. Anything else? I almost feel like we're done, guys. The world completion says 7 of Wands at the bottom. I think I'm going to call it a reading. I think that was it, okay? I hope that you got something useful from this reading, okay, that you can take with you in your upcoming week. All right? Bye. Thanks for being here.